Hello, welcome.
Hi.
My name is Andrew Stalvin. I'll be doing the intake interview today with you.
Hi.
What is your name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, nice to meet you, Jasmine.
Nice to meet you.
Right, just before we get started, I just want to go over a couple of things with you in regards to confidentiality, regards to just certain protocols that we do today. Today will be about a 30-minute session and whatnot, depending on how it goes. And as well as, in regards to confidentiality, everything that we discuss with me today will be strictly just between me and you and won't be shared with anyone else, just me and you. But to that regard, I just want to let you know that if there's any suspicion of harm towards yourself, towards others, that is something I will have to acknowledge and something that I will have to bring to forth and have to bring the confidentiality just to maintain your safety, maintain other people's safety, just maintain the sanctity of everything that's going on. Other than that, I just want you to feel comfortable sharing whatever you feel like sharing today, and we'll go from there. Is that understanding?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just overwhelmed, but yeah, I understand.
Do you have any questions?
So you're not going to tell anybody about this?
Okay. No, nobody. And just so you know, I do have just some paper that I'll be writing things on tentatively and whatnot. That's comfortable with you. Just to go back to certain thoughts that you have said, that you mentioned and whatnot, just so I can help trace back and whatnot, right? If that makes sense.
Okay.
But if you don't feel comfortable with that at all, I can put the...
No, that's okay, as long as nobody else is going to see it.
Nobody else will see
Okay.
it.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, other than that, what brings you to me?
I have just, sorry, I've just been going through a lot lately. I feel the woman's shelter told me about you, told me that I could come to you guys just to get help. I have not been there very long. I don't know, maybe it's been like the days are just feeling melted into each other, kind of. I'm 2 months pregnant, or just under 2 months pregnant, and I'm coming up to that line where like getting it's too far along to get an abortion, and so I'm just kind of sort of struggling through that right now. My family, I can't like tell them about anything, so anyway, all that to say, I just I don't have a whole lot of support right now, and didn't really know where to go, so the shelter told me I could come and talk to you guys and see how you might be able to help me.
Absolutely, and thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that very, very much. So, it definitely sounds like there's a lot going on right now in life, between being pregnant, having, not having like a lot of support right now between parents, between friends, between maybe a partner. I guess my question is, is the father in the picture right now, or is it just you?
No, he's like the reason why I'm at the shelter.
The reason why you're at the shelter.
Yeah, we were living together, which is part of like why my parents and I are like a little estranged right now, is because they're pretty religious, and so they weren't accepting of this. So he's aware that I'm pregnant, but he was really angry about it, and it just wasn't really a safe situation for me. So I had to, I don't know, I just had to like get help.
With you getting help and whatnot, the women's shelter, and now here, are there any other supports that you have looked into?
No, I mean, just like I can't go to my family, and I haven't told anyone about my pregnancy except for him, because like in my community and in my family, it's not okay to, first of all, be living with him was stupid and alienated me from my family, and so that I'm just like alone now. Like I don't have anyone.
Okay, and with that, that is a lot of things that are intersecting and whatnot, and you have a lot of care that you're gonna have for your situation here. I can see that. I guess with that as well, what is this? What does it feel like exactly? Everything that's been going on.
I think I just feel overwhelmed and honestly just like a little like cloudy, and I haven't really been eating, and I'm pregnant, so I'm hungry, and I don't know, like yeah, like I just, yeah, like I'm nauseous all the time, and I'm just stressed, and um yeah, I just feel maybe like just a little like lost, and I don't know where to go from here, but this was at least one step I could take.
So, well, I'm very grateful that you're here today. I understand for where I can in these situations. It's not easy. There's a lot of things that come up that are out of our control. How people are going to react, and how we're going to react sometimes in those moments too. So I'm very grateful that you're here. And you mentioned that you're hungry, that you're because of the pregnancy and whatnot. And so with that, I just want to ask, like, what kind of nutrition are you getting? Like, where are you finding this exactly?
Like ramen noodles.
How many just
Yeah. And like while they're filling, it's it's not ideal. Yeah, I feel like that's probably been like, yeah, ramen noodles, like Campbell's soup.
so,
Yeah.
okay, so not a lot, just a few things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And with what you've been eating right now, pardon me. With the nutrition that you have been currently consuming, and compared to what you typically, what is your typical nutrition intake look like prior to everything that's been going on?
Gosh, I don't even remember like the last time I had like a meal I liked.
What's your favorite food?
Um, my favorite food is probably um Mediterranean food.
Mediterranean food.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just gotta say same.
Yeah. There's a restaurant in my old town that it's called Greek Islands, and it has, yeah, just like the best Mediterranean food, like potatoes, rice, the vegetables, and like chicken filled with all kinds of seafood, and
Okay.
very good. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's really good.
Love Mediterranean food as well.
Yeah.
So like, just that's so cool.
Yeah.
And so with that as well, the favorite food that you just mentioned, and the what that could look like. Are you hoping to get more of that type of food more into your diet right now, or just get simple foods right now, such as more basic things like more carbs, more fats, more proteins, and whatnot?
I haven't even thought about nutrition. I kind of just thought like, it's not like none of this is sustainable. Like I don't even know if I'm getting an abortion or not. But if I'm not, and the time is kind of like coming to a close where I can't because I'm too far along, I don't know. Like I'll need to be able to have access to, yeah, to better food, I'm sure. But I haven't even really thought about nutrition. I just thought, oh my gosh, I can't live off of one ramen noodle meal a day. Yeah.
Okay. So the goal is, just trying to be okay. It seems like the goal is trying to get certain things a little bit more in order before not, before everything else is solidified. There's a lot of big decisions, or just decisions in general that need to be made, which is, we don't need to worry about that right now. All I want you to worry about right now is the fact that you are here, the fact that we are talking about these things, because at the end of the day, I understand the support is very much needed in moments where it's out of control. So you're doing a great job. Just want to say that you're doing an amazing job being here and just showing up for no one else other than you. With that being said, too, you mentioned that there's not a lot of people that you feel like you can go to, other than the women's shelter and me right now. Is there any friends, or do you have any friends, or certain family members that you think could?
I do have friends, but I think I'm just like so worried about being judged and shamed, and I don't want anyone else manipulating my decision in this, and I don't know how to, I don't know how to open up to any of those people. So I've really kind of like isolated myself from a lot of those people in my life because I just don't want to deal with, like, if my parents were like the way they were when I moved in with him, then what would they be like if they knew I was pregnant? And then what would they be like if they knew that I was wanting to get an abortion? So it's like I can't talk to them, and and like I can't, yeah. Again, my friends are friends that I've had growing up, like in my church community. It's a really supportive community, but I can kind of feel like are they just going to cast me out too because of, yeah. So I don't know, like I at this point I don't want to trust anyone with this. I just feel, yeah.
No, that's totally fair. And yet you have every right to just keep doing what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
I know in some regard that if maybe going to church, not for the support of what's going on right now, but just getting out and going towards community that can lend that hand in ways that you feel like could benefit, might not be such a bad idea. To that regard, what makes your church community so, something that you enjoy, something that draws you to the idea, like maybe we will be not so bad place to go to?
Yeah, I think it's been a place of like family and having meals together, and like a place of music, and just having like that common belief has been, it's been a great place to grow up in.
Yeah. You mentioned music.
Yeah.
Do you play much music yourself?
I do. Mm-hmm. I do. I play music. Yeah, I like to play the guitar and piano, but I used to play for my church. But yeah, I've kind of not been a part of that really, as my dad is the worship leader, so it's not really something that I'm in right now. Yeah.
And what I guess what brought you to music exactly? Was it the church aspect? Was it everybody's coming and enjoying this all together, or was it Taylor Swift songs?
No, I love that. No, my dad is a musician.
Musician?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like my brother and my sister are also musicians. So yeah, music has been kind of a big part of my family. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And what are some songs that you and your siblings like to play together? Do you play music at all together?
We used to. We don't anymore. We've kind of lost touch just out of, just living life and, the different things that come with that. So we just lost touch. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fair. I guess with the music aspect, I'm really grateful that it is something that brings you joy. I love music myself. I love singing in the car, and I love singing when I'm cooking food as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such an enjoyable thing. And so, with the outlets of music, though, are there other things in your life right now that do bring some of that joy? Just there's a moment going through a hard time that you're like, oh, music, or this song, or this chord that I played on my guitar.
Yeah. I think that while I'm in this space of just feeling like I'm trying to get from one day to the next, it's really hard to think about those things that bring that, when like I just feel like I'm in a cloud of just trying to like survive, I guess. And so I don't have like the capacity really to even I don't know what I really like right now, or what brings that, because I think I think I'm just like consumed with like looking at my cupboards, living in a temporary space, feeling like I don't know what's next. And yeah, like I'm not working right now. I was in school, but I haven't been going to my classes, and um, yeah, like I'm on EI because I was getting really, really sick. And so I couldn't, so like working a part-time job, and that's not enough even to cover any kind of rent since I'm not living with him anymore. Yeah. So I just feel like maybe I need to like look at getting a job or something, because I can't do the hours, and I don't even want to be in the place that I was before, because I just feel like I don't want to be anywhere that he might know that I'm in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And you mentioned school.
Mm-hmm.
But you're in school right now. I haven't been able to attend classes. And I'm excited that you are passionate about going down the academic route. Easy. What got you interested in that in the first place?
In school?
Yeah.
Just feeling like I just wanted to open different doors, I guess. I was looking at graphic design and
Okay.
yeah, so
That's cool. That's awesome.
the arts program.
Arts program. I don't know too much about the arts program. Tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, it's just a graphic design program, so just learning how to kind of market and design graphics for communities, as far as like merch or like marketing. There's different avenues you can go into. I kind of liked the idea of marketing, but it feels far away right now.
Sure, absolutely. Well, what ignited that like graphic design exactly? Maybe like a movie poster that you saw, like that is. I love Transformers. Oliver.
It was actually my aunt who kind of brought that up to my attention, because she had seen that I liked to draw, and she had mentioned like I was literally just making eggs one morning at her house when I was visiting, and she just said, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing graphic design?" And no, she's like, "I think you'd be really good at it." And so then I looked into it, and had worked for a company that did um, uh, theming, like artists, like creative theming and stuff. It was this art studio that I worked at, and I met some animators, and from there kind of decided that I wanted to do graphic design.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's nice to get recognition for something that is of interest, but everyone's ever know what that looks like.
Yeah.
Totally. That makes total sense. You mentioned, just a little paraphrase, I'm not always the greatest with that, but you're not correct.
Mm-hmm.
Your aunt saw this cool talent, skill, even if you don't say in you.
Mm-hmm.
How's your relationship with your aunt exactly?
Well, she lives in a different province. So, yeah.
Do you have much contact with her even though she's in a different province?
No, not really. I felt like pretty estranged from my family, and just kind of not really. I don't really know how to go to them through any of this yet, and I don't know how to trust them with this just yet. I don't want until I can make a decision. I don't really want to talk to anyone when I don't know. Yeah.
That is completely fair.
Yeah.
I totally understand. So, more about your aunt, though. She seems like a really nice lady. She seems really confided in a little bit. What is your relationship like?
We've always been like when I was a kid, we've always been, but she's like best friends with my mom.
Okay.
So in a way, I just see her as an extension of my mom.
Gotcha.
So it's sort of a sore topic, maybe. And yeah. I love her, and like I love my mom. They're not people I can like lean on with this right now. So, but they've been good at the women's shelter, and I'm really thankful that they are kind of like helping me, because I just feel like I'm in such a fog. I don't know how to like what steps I need to take to be moving forward, and in what order I need to take those steps. I just feel like just overwhelmed, and like I'm in like a state of like survival really.
Gotcha. And you mentioned overwhelmed a few times. And that feeling of being overwhelmed, where do you feel that the most?
Where?
Yeah, in your body. When there's moments when you're in that overwhelmed state, like what do you feel it? Where do you notice it?
I think with the fog, I can just almost feel numb. So it's hard to associate that with any part of my body because I just feel a little bit numb. And also like the nausea is like I don't know, like so maybe part of me wants to say my stomach, but that might just be that I'm
Gotcha. Feeling numb. Shit. That's not an easy feeling, is it?
no.
So with that, is this like a constant repetitive thing? Exactly. Is there moments where it just doesn't feel like it's gonna go away? It's gonna be like this permanently? Or are there certain things that you have done to kind of rectify that? Or maybe distractions that have gotten you out of that numbing feeling?
I think I've just been walking through it, like going through motions lately. Like I think I've felt quite numb, and I don't know. Maybe I need to like, you know, look at counseling or something. Because yeah, I don't know. Like I don't. I just feel it's just like just numb and cloudy, and I don't even know how long I've felt like that. I think I started feeling like that before I was even pregnant, like while I was with him, and maybe I just didn't notice. And yeah, I was just at the point that I felt like he was becoming volatile, and it just became like an unsafe setting that I was like, I can't, this isn't safe anymore. And yeah, so yeah, but they've been great at the women's shelter, and
The women's shelter seems like the place to be right now. That's the place. I'm grateful that you feel safe. You feel it's a place to go right now. Tell me more a little bit about the women's shelter. There are certain things that make you feel those feelings. Maybe some things where you just don't feel so numb all the time. Where you're like, okay, even right now, it's the everything. It's just
I think just having people that I can talk to that like aren't judging me and maybe like are walking through things like a little bit similar to me, and in that like I think that makes it feel ultimately safe is that there's no judgment, and but again like it's just a temporary space, and yeah.
temporary space.
Yeah.
That temporary space. Have you met anybody? You mentioned you met a few people that are in similar circumstances to yourself. Is anyone that you've perhaps had a conversation with? Or got to know a little bit?
Here and there like a little bit, but I think like it's hard to connect to anyone when you're all sort of like in a space of feeling like you're just trying to tread water. So yeah.
So, for sure. And with that treading water, that not feeling like you connect to a lot of people because they're also similar circumstance. Tell me about some of the interactions that you have had with some people, how it's felt, how you've kind of normalized some similarities.
Oh, sorry, could you repeat the question?
For sure, absolutely. Yeah, and also at any moment, if there's things that you need me to repeat, any things that you want me to say again, please feel free to ask. But yeah, my question is, are there any moments, or have there been any moments where you've been at the shelter, just being able to sort of connect, or sort of, see some enjoyment?
I think just like having people that, like I said, like just having people that are maybe in a similar, like can understand me and not judge me. I think that's the positive I can pull, and just like having a space that I can be in that's not where I was is also, and also like having like people kind of like help direct me to resources like this one is good, because yeah. So do you think that like do you think that I'll be able to get any kind of food support here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of great supports here, such as social workers on site, such as food bank, the food seller, as well as great transportation. You've got a lot of great amenities, a lot of great resources that we'd love for you to feel like you can access, feel like you can feel like you can go and feel a little normal.
Okay. Will you be helping me kind of with that? Because I feel like I just don't have the space to even think about what step. Like I don't know what steps I need to take and like
Absolutely.
how I. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I will be here every step of the way in accordance to that to be and want me to be. This is this is not an easy time. It's very difficult. And I want you to know that you're doing a really great job of that. Everything that you can. And that's what matters. That's what matters at the end of the day. And for the fact that, you're taking the silent strength of after just going down certain routes that you're not familiar with. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So just know that yes, I'm here. And that anyone that you would like in your corner, whether it be here, at the women's shelter, at the Taylor Swift Center, we're all here for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, but you mentioned food, and you mentioned certain nutrition is an important thing that we want you to have. Are there certain things that you are trying to do? And I guess with foods with that, paraphrase that said to you, cook maybe chicken. And I won't paraphrase this just since it's a few minutes ago, but tell me more about the Mediterranean food that you would like to have more in your diet.
Yeah, I mean, I love, like the rice, the potatoes, the roasted vegetables. I'm a meat girl. I love like a steak, chicken, pork chop. Love like fish. Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of great assortment in that regard. We got a lot of great. We also have like a butcher on site too who does makes an amazing roast. Yeah.
I do love roast.
Roast.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a lot of pardon me, a lot of outlets that way that we'd be more than happy to explore with you. Is there anything else that you'd like to get into your diet as well?
I think just like at this point, just anything other than ramen noodles and Campbell's soup would be amazing. Like I miss like a bowl of cereal even.
Sure.
Like, yeah, which I probably could just go and get a bowl of cereal. Yeah, dollar store has.
Absolutely, there's the dollar store. There's a couple good places, but you're here now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, before we or after we end, I can get you in contact with some of our store site leads who go through the process of what accessing our food bank would look like and how that could be more applicable for your home and make some of that nice delicious potatoes that you mentioned and that rice and yes that bowl of cereal. What kind of cereal do you like?
I like I know it's like not like the Harvest Crunch kind of like the almonds and like
That's what you like?
Yeah.
I love that too.
Yeah.
Harvest Crunch is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just kind of summarizing a little bit right now through this one. We're going through a lot of things, intersecting things, that being pregnant, a partner who you can't go to, parents, certain supports that you don't feel will understand or who don't understand, as well as certain things with trying to find proper supports as well as jobs, school, and how you're wanting to do more for yourself, want to get back to that certain state that you were before and playing music, going to school, to classes, but these responsibilities of trying to navigate things are taking that toll. So am I summarizing it? Not too bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Just before we end, I just want you to know that once again, that you're doing an amazing job. That you're doing the proper steps that not a lot of people do. But people in these circumstances, it's hard to find that outlet, and you're finding that. So I just want to say thank you so much for trusting me, trusting us to take care of you in the best ways that we can. If there's at all anything that you'd like us to do a little bit more on, improve, we'd be happy to do that. But other than that, I just want you to feel. I want you to feel safe. I don't want you to feel safe, and I hope that you are.
Thank you.
Well, it's great to meet you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully, we can get you that harvest crunch and that Mediterranean food and that
That
Taylor
sounds great.
Swift song.
That sounds great.
Right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew.